President Biden has sought to underline America's support for NATO, striking a rather different tone to that of his predecessor, Donald Trump. Joe Biden said that the military alliance was critically important to the USA's interests. He was speaking at a NATO summit in Belgium, as our North America editor, Jon Sopel, reports now.
There's a new sheriff in town, and if NATO members could have thrown rose petals in front of Joe Biden's motorcade, they probably would have done. He's resetting the relationship after the hostility of his predecessor. And look at the body language. The mock double take.
Hello. Hello.
There was the hybrid fist come elbow bump, and even a jokey hello with Turkey's President Erdogan. Joe Biden likes NATO, and NATO seems to like him.
I want to make it clear. NATO is critically important for U.S. interest in and of itself. If there weren't one, we'd have to invent one. And I just want all of Europe to know that the United States is there. The United States is there.
Donald Trump, on the other hand, questioned the whole idea of collective security, thought America was paying far too much and wanted to pull the US out of NATO. Those arguments are in the rearview mirror as the Transatlantic Defence Organisation puts its focus on a resurgent China and its increasingly militaristic stance.
We all recognise that China's heavy investments in military capabilities, continued coercive behaviour and growing influence matters for our security, and we need to respond to that together as an alliance.
Joe Biden sees this trip as a battle of ideas, the competition of values between democracy and autocracy and authoritarianism. While all NATO members are happy to sign up to compete against China, they're very worried that it could tip into confrontation. And then there's Russia, where relations are at a low ebb. There seems to be a much greater willingness to confront Vladimir Putin over what he's doing militarily, but also the state and non-state actors responsible for election interference and ransomware attacks, like the one that crippled the Colonial Pipeline supplying fuel to America's east coast. Biden will meet his Russian counterpart on Wednesday in Geneva. It's not going to be a meeting of minds. Jon Sopel, BBC News, Brussels.